Hello, how's it going? Austin here with the day after the Oilers 4-1 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets. How are we feeling this morning? Feeling pretty good? I think it feels pretty good to win 14 straight games, right? Just a few things I wanted to talk about. Things that I talk about that aren't quite like my post-game debriefs. These are more formal discussions where I get to sit down in front of the camera. I get to interact with you. You get to see my face. Most of you hide my face. Totally get it. Just kidding. That joke's going to get old very fast. I make it every time I do one of these segments. So with our day after segment, first talking point I wanted to bring up, the Oilers have won their 14th straight game, and who knows when this streak could come to an end. I don't even want to think about when it is possible it could come to an end. Edmonton plays Chicago, and then they play Nashville before their 9-day break for the All-Star celebrations and whatnot. I think they have a 5-day break, and then it's 4 days of all-star stuff, and then they play again. So not sure how all that works, but I'm looking forward to the game against Chicago. I'm looking forward to the game against Nashville, which, reminder, that game against Nashville, it's going to be a live watch party with me live on the YouTube channel with you guys. You guys are going to be in the chat. You guys are going to see my reaction live, and there may be a special guest during the live stream, so keep an eye out for another announcement on that, all right? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Chris Knobloch and the adjustments that he made after the second period. It was 1-1. The Oilers had like 12 shots on net, and none of the lines were rolling. Not one single line had anything going. Not even McDavid looked good, in my opinion. Chris Knobloch, he made some major adjustments. He loaded up the top line. Second line, he put Kane with Foegele and Nugent Hopkins. And then it was the third line where you had McLeod, Brown, and Holloway. And then the fourth line, you had Janmark, Ryan, and Gagne. And every single line started to contribute in that third period. Evander Kane got things started. He sparked the comeback. Well, I guess not comeback, but he sparked that third period where the Oilers just completely took over the game. Columbus was not even in the game anymore after the Oilers got that lead. They played some really good shutdown hockey. They were able to pop a couple more goals and take the game 4-1. That's why Evander Kane last night was my third star. I thought he actually played pretty good overall, considering how bad the team was playing in the first two periods. Now, with Evander Kane, slow start, spark third period onslaught. Already talked about that. I have notes in front of me. Sometimes I repeat them. My apologies. This is an ADHD thing. Warren Foegele, 2-point night for Warren Foegele. Warren Foegele, man, he's just been unbelievable. I know it's a contract year, and everyone's going to be worried about what kind of money Warren Fogel's going to make. If the ask is reasonable, and depending with the Jack Campbell contract and how Connor Brown's bonus is paid out, if they're able to pay it out at the end of this season instead of next season, I'm really curious if Edmonton tries to re-sign Warren Foegele. That is someone that right now, as long as it's sustainable, I'd have to look at the underlying metrics. I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. That is someone that I wouldn't mind keeping around. The team seems to love him, and he seems to really be finding his stride now. It looked like it took him a while. He looked a little uncomfortable at times, but Warren Foegele right now on that second line, he's been lights out. He's been incredible, very fun to watch. Next player I wanted to talk about is Dylan Holloway. Dylan Holloway had himself a very good game. He was all over it. Him and Connor Brown need to stay together. Now, there was a video I made back in December where I was going through different analytics with different Oilers, and Connor Brown, I had him shown with all different forwards with the Oilers, and every forward that Connor Brown played with, he brought their analytics down. Their metrics were down. Expected goals for were down. Shots for were down. Goals for, all that stuff. But the only player that the analytics showed in a very small sample size, it was like 30 minutes of sample size, was that Dylan Holloway and Connor Brown actually worked together. And so far, since they've been on the same line together in 2 games, their line has produced. Dylan Holloway has a goal and assist. Connor Brown has an assist. That game against Calgary, Gagne was on their line. He scored the game winner. You keep Dylan Holloway and Connor Brown together. And Connor Brown, I know we keep saying he's due to score. but my God, that shot in the slot before Dylan Holloway put the rebound in, I thought Connor Brown was scoring. I was jumping out of my seat. I was so excited. So Connor Brown and Dylan Holloway, they stay together. Keep those two together. They work together well, and I'm really happy for Dylan Holloway. I'm really happy that his game has he hasn't even lost a step, really. You wouldn't have even think he missed 2 months out of the lineup. So really happy for Dylan Holloway. Next player that I wanted to talk about is Stuart Skinner. My God. So in his last 20 games, guys, just hold on. His last 20 games, he is 18-2-0, right? Since November 24th, he has 18 wins in his last 20 games. He has a 1.8 goals against average and a 933 save percentage. And he has 14.9 goals saved above expected in those 20 games. That is unbelievable. Those are elite numbers. That's not just like starting goaltender type numbers. That is like elite number one. Teams would be fighting for a goalie like that. So whatever was going on with Skinner in October and early November, that has clearly passed. And I'm comfortable to say the sample size for Skinner this is more sustainable. The team as a whole with their defensive play, it has been a lot better, obviously. But without Stuart Skinner in a lot of these games that we've won in this 14-game win streak, they wouldn't be possible without Skinner's play. And I just hope that they don't burn him out. When it comes to someone that we should be targeting at the trade deadline, it should be a veteran goaltender that can just take the load off just a little bit towards the back half of the season and let Skinner get some rest games in there. Once Edmonton has been able to establish himself a little higher in the standings, obviously they're still fighting and climbing that mountain. I think they're going to want that home ice advantage, and who knows about the Vancouver Canucks. We don't know if their PDO is finally going to fall off a cliff. It probably won't. They seem to be like PDO gods, but first place out of the division is not without the realm of possibility. I'm trying to think of the wording here. My apologies. My brain is like going a million miles an hour right now. And for the Oilers, just as a whole, they have given up 2 or fewer goals in 12 straight games. Think of that. The Edmonton Oilers, the team that everyone says defensively is terrible, the team that PK Subban for some reason is just hating on recently, the team that everyone looks at and goes, oh, they're top heavy, but how is their defense? How is their goaltending? Well, 12 straight games, the Oilers have given up 2 goals or less. They have proven to be a defensive menace, a very stingy neutral zone team that is very hard to play against, and I could not be happier. It's so happy to be on that end of that. The amount of games and teams that Edmonton has played over the years where Edmonton could not get anything going through the neutral zone, that is what we are doing to teams, especially in third periods with a lead. When Edmonton has a lead, teams struggle so hard, and I absolutely love to see it. But that's pretty much all I have for today's Day After segment. If you guys like these Day After segments where we get to have just a formal discussion and I'm in front of the camera, make sure you hit that like button. It does go a long way in supporting the channel. And if you guys really liked it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, we are building something very special here on our channel. We're almost at 1,300 subscribers, and I think this channel moving forward is going to be big, and there's going to be big things happening in the future. I'm excited to announce more things. So in the meantime, you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the Chicago Blackhawks. I will have a pregame report up sometime tomorrow morning. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.